May I kindly invite the dignitaries to please occupy the dais. Hakaluke Namaskar Jonaisu. This is the moment that we have been waiting for, and it's an absolute delight to witness such vibrant and enthusiastic young minds gathered here today. You are part of a truly remarkable occasion, the India International Science Festival 2024, a magnificent celebration of innovation, boundless curiosity, and the transformative power of science to illuminate a brighter, more promising future. We are privileged to welcome the students and teachers from across Assam to this pivotal event, Student Scientist Interaction Program, which is named as Face to Face with New Frontiers in Science and Technology. Today, we are deeply honored to have with us Dr. S. Somanath, one of India's most extraordinary space scientists, the Secretary of Department of Space and Chairman of ISRO. Dr. Somanath is not just a name, but a symbol of India's stellar advancement in space exploration. His leadership has inspired countless individuals to dream beyond the stars. Students, let this session ignite your passion for science and fuel your ambition to contribute to the vision of Vikasit Bharat 2047. May I now kindly request Dr. Shivakumar Sharma, who is the National Organizing Secretary of Vigyan Bharati, to kindly honor our chief guest with a traditional Assamese gumcha. We may now kindly request Dr. C. Anandaramakrishnan, Director CSIR NIAST and Chief Coordinator of IASF, to honor Leah Madhuri, IAS Secretary, Assam Government. Thank you, sir. We kindly request Dr. C. Anandaramakrishnan, Director NIAST and Chief Coordinator IASF 2024, who is the leading agricultural scientist and visionary organizer and has been instrumental in shaping this year's IASF 2024 into a landmark event in the Indian scientific history, to deliver the welcome address. Sir, please.
Thank you so much, and I don't want to take any much time because Somanath sir is here. Children, you may be knowing that today one of the difficult time for sir to come over here. Initially, sir has not planned to visit Gauhati ISF 2004 because 4th is the one more launch is there by ISRO. Sir has to be there on tomorrow. In spite of all that busy schedule, we told sir 2000 plus students are waiting to interact with you. Please come, sir. Then our principal scientific advisor also requested Somanath sir to present here only to meet you. Nothing else. He has come just later at 12 o'clock, again leaving at 5 o'clock, 3 hours journey, another 3 hours to meet you, all of you. Please use of this occasion. It's never going to be happen in your lifetime, even our lifetime. Sir, thank you so much, sir, coming all the way to meeting our dear children's. Last 3 days, it is going to be a bigger and bigger of IISF. We could see that in front of this hall, the moon, the symbolic of what is the success we made it to the Chandrayaan success. That made not only the ISRO name is all over world, our science, that mind and the young minds started thinking about, yes, one day we can also become a scientist at ISRO. Science as the career, now a lot of young kids are thinking about that. That success is not going to stop either Chandrayaan or the Aditya, it's continued to grow. Sir, thank you so much. On behalf of ISF Organizing Committee, I am welcoming you for this event. And also, Leah Madhuri ma'am, you may be knowing that more than 10,000 people are attended last 2 days. It's one of the biggest event of ISF 2024. And not only the kids, this time lot of delegates, more than 150 directors and VCs and industry participants, more than 100. All these things happened this year. And without state government support, it would have been not possible. Leah Madhuri ma'am is one of the backbone of all the connecting point in the state government to make this event, to take it this level. Thank you so much, ma'am, taking all your support and your time to come over for today face-to-face of. Even madam brought her kids as well for today's event to meet Somanath sir. You can think about how one celebrated scientist can influence the people mind. That is the important. Once again, thank you so much for everyone participating. I thank all the organizers take part of this mobilizing the students to bring it to that, especially Rajiv Sharma. He has brought so many students today. More than 30 buses in the Assam city has moved around, brought the students and teachers. Once again, thank you so much for all the schools allow these kids to participate today even. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. We are delighted to have Dr. Shivakumar Sharma, National Organizing Secretary of Vijnana Bharati, as our guest of honor. Sir, we kindly request you to share a few words with our students.
भारत माता की जय। भारत माता की। जैसी आपकी उपस्थिति है वैसी आवाज नहीं है। भारत माता की। वेरी गुड। आज हम सब लोग इस फेस टू फेस कार्यक्रम में एकत्रित हुए हैं, जिनका उद्बोधन हमको प्राप्त होने वाला है। इसरो के चेयरमैन और जिस उपलब्धि को भारत ने प्राप्त किया, जहां विश्व की कोई शक्ति पहुंच नहीं पाई, वैसे उस चंद्रमा के दक्षिणी छोर पर उस सॉफ्ट लैंडिंग के आधार पर अपनी हस्ताक्षर उपलब्ध करवाने वाले प्रमादरणीय एस सोमनाथ जी, मंच पे विराजमान, जिनके कठिन परिश्रम के कारण आज ये ISF संपन्न होने जा रहा है, ऐसे निष्ठ के डायरेक्टर आदरणीय अनंत रामकृष्ण जी, स्थानीय आधार पर जिन्होंने एक बड़ी सभी प्रकार की व्यवस्थाओं में हम सब विज्ञान भारती, CSIR, निष्ठ सभी कार्यकर्ताओं का सहयोग किया है। यहाँ के स्थानीय प्रशासन का प्रतिनिधित्व करने वाली आदरणीय आलया माधुरी जी, इस सभागार में उपस्थित सभी ज्येष्ठ श्रेष्ठ साइंटिस्ट, डायरेक्टर्स, प्रिय छात्र भैया बहनों, आज हम सब लोग माननीय सोमनाथ जी को सुनने के लिए आए हैं। इसलिए उनका उद्बोधन जितने अधिक मात्रा में हमको प्राप्त हो सकता है, उनके जीवन की विज्ञान की दृष्टि से जो यात्रा है, साइंस एंड टेक्नोलॉजी के आधार पर उन्होंने जो अचीवमेंट्स किए हैं, हम सबको वो सुनने को मिलेगा। इस 4 दिन के इंडिया इंटरनेशनल साइंस फेस्टिवल के आधार पर हम सब लोगों ने जिन जिन साइंटिस्ट के आधार पर इंटरेक्शन किया है, स्वाभाविक बात है कि जीवन में हमारे लिए ये जो पीरियड है, ये जो क्षण है, ये बड़ी उपलब्धता की क्षण है, एक गोल्डन पीरियड ऑफ आवर लाइफ। यहाँ से हम लोग एक मोटिवेशन लेकर के जाएंगे। जीवन में जिस दृष्टि को लेकर के, विज्ञान के जिस टेम्परामेंट को लेकर के हमें उपलब्धियां प्राप्त करने की इच्छा शक्ति है, आप सभी विद्यार्थियों से मेरी अपेक्षा रहेगी कि इस पूरे विषय में कितना अधिक हम इन्वॉल्व हो सकते हैं, कितना अधिक इंटरेक्शन कर सकते हैं अपने प्रश्नोत्तर के माध्यम से। उन सभी प्रकार के जिज्ञासाओं का समाधान करने के लिए हमारे बीच में प्रमादरणीय सोमनाथ जी उपस्थित हैं। मैं आपके और उनके बीच में बहुत अधिक समय न लेते हुए उन्हीं से आह्वान करूंगा कि वो हम सब लोगों का मार्गदर्शन करें। धन्यवाद।
Thank you, sir. We are grateful to have with us today Srimati Leah Madhuri, IAS, Secretary to the Government of Assam, as our guest of honor. Madam, we kindly request you to share a few words with our students.
Respected S. Somanath sir, present dignitaries on the dais, my dear students, a very good afternoon to all of you. I think this is one of the best moments, most memorable moments these are going to be in your life. I'm sure you have a lot of questions to know more about space research and how Somanath sir is leading it. I'm sure you all want to know more about Gaganyaan, Indian first space mission with men going to the space. And you all are also excited to hear how Chandrayaan 3 was such a successful story. So I do not want to waste the time, little time that we have with sir. And also, I would like to thank him for making time in spite of his very busy schedule. There is a mission scheduled day after tomorrow, and in spite of all that, sir has made his mind to come here and interact with all of you. So I wish you all a very best to get the most out of this 1 hour interaction. With these words, I welcome Somanath sir to Guwahati once again, and thank you for giving me this opportunity to the organizers of IISF.
Thank you, madam. So the moment we have all eagerly awaited has arrived. It is a privilege to welcome Dr. S. Somanath, Chairman of ISRO. Under Dr. Somanath's inspiring leadership, ISRO achieved a historic milestone with the Chandrayaan 3 mission. On 23rd August 2023, the Vikram lander and Pragyan rover successfully soft landed near the lunar South Pole, making India the first country to achieve this feat and the fourth to demonstrate a soft landing on the moon. Prior to his current role, Dr. Somanath served as Director of Vikram Sarabhai Space Research Center and Liquid Propulsion System Center in Thiruvananthapuram. He is widely recognized for his groundbreaking contributions in vehicle systems engineering, structural design, and pyrotechnics. His innovative works has been instrumental in advancing India's space capabilities. Sir, with the utmost respect and privilege, we invite you to share your thoughts and interact with our students. And I kindly request our director to please coordinate this particular interaction session.
Good evening. Good evening, all of you. Namaskar. Are you all happy? Okay, great. See, when Chandrayaan 3 landed on moon, soft landed on the moon on 23rd August 2023, I came to the podium and told our Honorable Prime Minister, Sir, we have landed on the moon. India is on the moon. Now, आज आप सब आपको देखे मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि I am on the moon today. I feel I am on the moon. See, India's journey into space started many years back. You know who started the program? Vikram Sarabhai started. In 1960s, we started the program when America and Russia were all going to the moon. And already the prana was going to moon happening, and we were launching small rockets. Today, after 60 years, we are talking about going to moon, landing on the moon, on the south part of the moon, the very first country to do that. India is the very first country to go and land on the southern side of the moon, and the fourth nation ever to go out to the moon and land, soft land on the moon. It's a great achievement for all of us. And all of this we dedicate to our own countrymen, our own people of this country, the space scientists, the engineers, the industries, and all the stakeholders that we have today to make it happen. So thank you all for making that happen, India. Today we have a new journey happening. I think we will discuss about all of that. You will have a lot of questions, I know. After going to the moon, what next? What exactly you are going to do? Future, sending human to space, sending Vyomitra to space, going to Venus and Mars, sometimes going to colonize moon and Mars, sometimes like Elon Musk is doing. What exactly India is going to do? Is it a question from you? Yes, I think there is an answer. Answer is very clearly there. our Honorable Prime Minister has announced in the Amrit Kal. You know what is Amrit Kal? From now to 2047, when we celebrate our 100th year of independence. And that period, we will have a definite step of action and plan to make India a great country. And India a country which will be technologically a superpower. In that, space technology also will be very important for us to work on. And we have made a plan that by 2040, much before we get 100th year of celebration of independence we celebrate, we should land an Indian on the moon. And that will be you, one of you will go. And one of the students here will become an astronaut and he will be going to moon. Who is that person going to move to the moon? Anyone who is interested? No, only young people, not very old people are not allowed. Only people who are below 15 years. Ready? Okay, I want scientists who are willing to become astronaut and go to moon very first time. And if that has to happen, we have to work next 20 years. Very hard work is needed. We have just landed on the moon with a 4-ton spacecraft. But if you have to really go to moon, we have to have a 40-ton spacecraft, 10 times bigger is needed. We need rockets which are much more powerful. We need to have human spaceflight program, going to space and go to work there again and again. हमको much बढ़िया रॉकेट चाहिए. हमारा पेलोड कैपेबिलिटी जो है अब सिर्फ 4 टन है, उसको बढ़ा के हमको 100 टन के अधिक बनाना है. और हमारा चंद्रयान प्रोग्राम है, चंद्रयान 3 का अब पूरा किया और 5वां चंद्रयान प्रोग्राम हमको लॉन्च करना है. और वीनस मिशन है, मार्स का लॉन्चिंग प्रोग्राम है. हमारा जो गगनयान प्रोग्राम है ना, उसको बढ़ा के हमको एक भारतीय अंतरिक्ष स्टेशन बनाना है. Have you heard of भारतीय अंतरिक्ष स्टेशन, BAS? Any questions on that? Yeah, we will discuss that. So हमारा भारतीय अंतरिक्ष स्टेशन के बारे में हम बताएंगे आज. So get ready with all the questions. But equally interesting for me to work in space is, we have only one capability that space technology gives you so much of capability today. To give communication capability, we have remote sensing capability called Earth observation capability. We have navigation capability, your GPS like timing services, position services. We have climate and weather services. Today a cyclone is there near Chennai. You know, our Indian satellites have monitored all of that and given information. And we are fully aware of where the cyclone is moving, what type of damages will occur, where the wind will be higher, where the rain will be higher. So governments are able to take action for it. So that is the support that we are able to get from satellites. And we are going to launch more satellites to support our communication, television broadcasting, internet services, disaster warning support, agriculture support, educational support and healthcare support. And for all of that, we are going to launch a lot of satellites. And these satellites can be launched only with our rockets. And these rockets are also going to become better in the coming days. We are going to make better rockets, cost-effective rockets. A new rocket called NGLV has already been announced. And we will make this program work with your support. And a lot of startups are. And you heard about some of the companies that recently launched rockets in India. Skyroot Aerospace. Anyone heard about them? Aknikul Aerospace. These companies have built their own rocket in India. You young people like you came together in colleges and started building rockets. The real rockets, not the Diwali rockets, but the real rockets that will go to space and put satellite. They have built it. And they are going to achieve commercial success maybe in next few years from now. Today in India, not only ISRO is building satellite, there are private companies building satellites. 5 of them are there today building satellites in India and launching. And many students are building satellites. And all these great things are happening because the government has announced a space sector reform. Now everyone can work in space. All of you can work in space. You can do research, you can develop systems, and it is allowed by you to come and work with ISRO. So we have a launch happening on 4th. Will you watch the launch online? Yeah, it is there in YouTube. You please, all of you watch on 4th December at 4 p.m. 408, we have a launch of Indian PSLV launching a European satellite, ESA satellite Proba 3. And this is a commercial launch for a customer in Europe. You understand that now India is launching satellites for others. And very important satellite they are launching. Proba is a satellite to understand sun, like our Aditya L1. Aditya L1 was one of the satellites which we launched to the Lagrangian point. This satellite doesn't go to Lagrangian point. It will rotate around Earth only and then look at sun and study the sun. So this satellite we are going to launch. It's actually a single satellite, but later become 2 satellites, and then we'll do some very interesting scientific work of occultation using another satellite and formation flying. Those who are interested can read our website and understand about it. So we are also going to have the first unmanned mission of human spaceflight missions, first step of launching the beginning of next year. January, we are preparing it for that. And December, we are going to have another interesting launch called SpaceX, the first time docking experiment in space. 2 satellites will come and dock together. Like when we go to space, we need docking. When if human has to travel, we have to have docking systems. So all these missions are going to happen now. So I won't give a big speech today. I am ready to ask your questions and answers. Are you ready with the questions? Okay. I will come over there and then take the questions. Yeah, who is going to ask the question? Yeah, you ask the question, right?
Good afternoon, sir. Myself Jatashree Sharma from Udalguri district. Sir, actually I want to become a scientist of ISRO like you. So, sir, what can I do to become a scientist like you? Jatashree Sharma.
Jatashree Sharma is asking a question, how to become a scientist and then work for ISRO. Everyone want to do that? How many of you want to become a scientist? So all of you want to become a scientist, really? Okay, so the first thing you should do is to decide what is your real likeness, no? A scientist can work in space, you can become an electronic specialist, you can become a mechanical specialist, you can become a biologist, you can become an environmentalist, you can become a computer software scientist, you can become anything that you want, but then do one thing very well. Will you be very deep in your studies? At this, you are all in school now mostly. Okay, are you really a good student? Interested in that subject? First thing that you need to do is to have a lot of likeness for the subject, love the subject and study it very well. So that is the first step to become a scientist. All scientists have a passion for the scientist, subject which they are studying. They love it so much. They imagine things in their subject every day, day in and day out. And they're sleeping also, they are thinking about it. So the first thing that you need to have is to have love for the subject. Okay? Second is that you should do most of your work to understand depth of it as much as you can. Your teachers will teach you something in the school, but then you need to go beyond it. And there is a lot of information available for you to gather it. It is available in web, internet. You can ask questions to senior people to give you information. Okay? So all this you should do. Then do well in your examination. Second part is you should decide what you will do next. After school, you need to take higher studies. You should do degree, graduation. Either you can become an engineer. You can become a graduate in physics, biology, chemistry, or any subject. So decide what you want to do, then take a university or higher education institution. You have to select one. Either you can go to IIT, or you can go to ISRO, or any other higher education institutions. Next thing you should do is, if you have to grow beyond graduation, do some research. There are some research laboratories in this country. CSIR lab. Today you can go around and find out what are the research labs available in this country. And all those research labs should help you to identify where you can do research. I think all of you should move out. Okay,
One second. I request
please
students
sit
should
down.
sit. बच्चों प्लीज बैठ जाओ. सर वहां तक आ रहे हैं. जहां पे आप लोग हैं वहां तक अगर सर को आना है तो आपको बैठना पड़ेगा. प्लीज अंडरस्टैंड. आप सब लोग बैठ जाओ. और प्लीज IIT स्टूडेंट्स ऑल्सो प्लीज अंडरस्टैंड. प्लीज कोऑपरेट विथ अस.
Okay, we will take the next question.
ये लो पूछो.
Sir, what are the next missions that ISRO is going to launch? Like now, our space station, means International Space Station, will be its lifetime will be over. So, will ISRO will be contributing to it?
What's your name?
My name is Atharva Rahul Mahajan. My name is Atharva.
Atharu. Okay, Atharu is asking a question. International Space Station is going to close down. What India is going to do that? Where? You know, are you aware that Indian astronauts are going to the ISS, International Space Station? And 2 of our astronauts are getting trained in International Space Station now. And possibly coming June, they will be going to ISS. And we will be doing some joint research with the NASA team, ISRO team. And we are also going to build our own International Space Station. I told you, Bharati Antariksha Station we are going to build. And our astronauts will be going there. And 2028, we are going to build our station. 2028. And we will have the first module built in 2028. And after that, there are 5 more modules to be built, and we will be launching them. By 2035, it will be ready. So what will be your age in 2035? What is your age in 2035? Huh?
13 years old.
Now 13. So by 2035, what will be your age?
35.
2035. Now it is 2024.
Yeah.
So 2035, what will be your age? Add 11 to it. So that will be 24.
24.
The right time for an astronaut. So 24 is the correct age for an astronaut. So are you ready?
Yeah, I am.
So 2035 will be ready to take astronauts to our own space station. So you should be there. All those who are 13 years and 14 years old are the right people to go to International Space Station, what India is going to make. Okay? Right, great. So it's asking the next question.
Hello, sir.
No, go and sit.
Sir.
If you stand, I will not.
Sir.
Ah.
Sir.
Okay. Go ahead, ask.
Sir, my question is, if there is no media for sound to travel in the space, then why do sound it is observe a sound like in the space?
Okay, you are asking about the sound of Om in space. Okay, this is some article I have read about this article, how if you listen to the sound of the universe, you can hear Om, right? Okay. In fact, sound, there is nothing called sound in space, because sound is an effect of pressure fluctuation when it travels through a medium. Either an air or material is needed for it to travel through a medium to have sound. But when you look at an electromagnetic pulse and then convert it to sound, you can generate a sound, synthetic sound, not a real sound. Any electromagnetic pulse, anything that you can pass through a audio making mechanism that which converts into an audible sound, it will be creating a sound. Possibly somebody did an experiment of that nature, of that picking that electromagnetic noise of the background noise of the universe, passed through some audio making mechanism and created an Om, possibly. That much only I can tell about it, but then if that is the truth, then I am really happy about it, because Om is a very fundamental sound. Is it not? Yeah, okay.
Sir.
Yeah, मैं जाऊंगा पीछे. All of us should sit down, then only it is possible. Okay? Otherwise I will stand here only, I will not come there. If you sit down.
Good afternoon, sir.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Sir, PhD is necessary for become a scientist.
PhD is a very good thing to become a scientist, but if you do not have PhD also, you can join a good research institution and take PhD there. For example, suppose you are a graduate a physics graduate or MSc graduate, you can join a very good research institution. They will allow you to go for higher studies. They will allow you to register for PhD and become a scientist. I was not a PhD holder when I joined ISRO. I joined with a graduation. I took post-graduation after joining ISRO. Then I went registered for PhD after joining ISRO. So I am today a doctor, PhD holder. And I took PhD only last year. How many years later? So you can take a PhD whenever you want. Okay?
Good afternoon, sir. Sir, how we start research in space?
No, that's okay. I think we will not go into historical aspect of it. We'll go to some exciting questions.
So,
Yeah.
so myself, Kritika Shah from Tripura. My question is, International Space Station is no more with us, means after some years,
By 2030 only they will dispose it off.
What is the unique things India put in Bharatiya Antariksh mission, means station, which make it unique than International Space Station? What are the new things?
See, International Space Station is a very old station. No? It started building during 2000. It's already many years old. And many nations have contributed. Almost 20 nations have contributed to build International Space Station. Today it's a very huge one. Almost 120 meters long, 140 meters wide. And maintaining that station is very difficult because many things have become old. Electronics has become old, technology has become old. So it's right time for it to be replaced. So that's why they are looking at it. Second is, it is very costly to maintain. It needs at least 5 to 10 people on a regular basis to maintain it, run it. And every year you have to pay for it. There are a lot of money we have to pay. So people are looking at how we can make it low cost, easy to maintain, and most modern. So that's why we need to discard the old station and put a new station. So when you design International Space Station for us, we will look at all of that. Okay? Thank you, thank you.
Namaste, sir.
Hello?
मेरा नाम
Sir?
I'll
Sir,
take a question from
sir.
here. Yeah. Coming. Yeah. Not you, only students.
Good afternoon, sir. I'm Devanshu Swami from DA Model School, KSTP Asansol. I aspire to become an aerospace engineer, and I want to ask you that what is the scope of ionic plasma thrusters in Indian aerospace?
Ionic plasma thrusters. So how many of you know about it? Anyone knows about ionic plasma thrusters? No, possibly you have read about it? Okay. Ion thrusters are nothing but thrusters which will use solar power, the power of sun, to produce thrust in the rocket. So we use a gas called argon, krypton, iodine, or even other metallic materials to generate thrust. So you use that energy, electric energy, and generate plasma out of it. You know plasma? Plasma is the fourth state of matter. Okay. So the fourth state of matter, when you convert materials to the fourth state of matter, the thrust is very, very small, but its energy is very high. So you get something called higher efficiency. The efficiency of such a thruster is almost 10 times out of regular chemical thrusters. So ISRO has made and launched in one satellite with an ionic thruster some time back. So we are going to have a launch of that thruster next year, May. That is called TDS-01 satellite. So it is using argon as the gas, and we use 5 kilowatt of solar power using a huge solar plant in the satellite to use the thruster. So, and we are going to have future, most of the satellites will become all solar powered, ionic thruster based. Okay?
Hello? Sir?
Where are you?
Sir, here.
Sir,
Yeah.
myself Manaswati Burman. I am a student of Ramanujan Academy by Atasarali. My question is, what is your point of view about aliens? Can aliens really exist?
Let me go back. No, I don't want to be amongst aliens now. Okay, his question is about aliens. Can you once again ask the question? Okay, ask the question once again. Tell me.
What is your point of view about aliens? Can aliens really exist?
Okay, this question is always coming to me wherever I go. People ask me whether aliens exist or not. If I tell you aliens are there, will you believe it? Huh? Because it is told by Chairman ISRO. That's why you are going to believe? If I give you some reason to believe, will you agree with me? First reason is, you believe that you are the only intelligent creature on the surface of this universe, or the whole of the universe. Do you believe you are the only intelligent living form? There are plenty of other living forms. Monkeys are also intelligent, right? Most of the living creatures on the surface of them are intelligent. They have their own intelligence to survive. That's why they are there today. Even the worm that you see came much before you. Millions of years before you came to the surface of Earth, they were there. Flies, the crows, the birds, the lizards, the leopards, all of them came much before you. And they are here on the universe. And they survived it because they were more intelligent than you. Otherwise, they wouldn't have survived. They would have gone extinct. You understand that? Now imagine a situation. There are some lizards and bees and flies in some other planet. Will they be intelligent enough that you will know them? The only issue that we are facing today is the distance between another planet and Earth is so vast. For anyone to travel and cover this much of distance will take more than a lifetime. Sometimes million times a lifetime. You know, the closest star that we have today to our Earth is the Alpha Centauri. That star itself is 4 light years away. 4 light years away. That means even if you travel at the speed of light, which you can never travel, at the best you can travel at 1/3 the speed of light. That means even if you travel at 1/10 the speed of light, you will reach there in 40 years. 40 years. And the next star is possibly 25 light years away. And multiply by 10, 250 years you will take to reach there, even if you travel at some possible speeds today. That means even if you have, knowing that there is an intelligence there out there, you can't ever reach in your lifetime. Possibly you will find a way tomorrow. But until then, aliens are there, but they are not likely to come here. And you are not likely to go there and meet them. Okay? But I can guarantee you they are there. Okay, will you believe me? Okay.
Hello, sir. Good afternoon, sir. Sir,
if I
could
go
sir
so much-
turn over here? Good afternoon, sir.
Okay.
Sir, good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Sir, I am Shreya Srivastav, and I have a question that how AI has been used in Chandrayaan-3 mission.
AI.
Yes, sir.
Okay, we did not use AI in a closed loop environment. That is to make decisions, we did not use AI. But
sir.
AI was used to plan the mission in the ground. So primarily we look at data. And when you have huge amount of data to make interpretations, understanding of it, we can use AI. But if your AI has to be onboarded to create a intelligence, that we have not used Chandrayaan-3. Possibly in the coming missions, we will use it.
Thank you
Okay.
so much, sir.
Yeah.
Sir. Sir.
Sir, myself Mansi Singh Rajput from Ramanujan Academy by Adasarali. Sir, I have a question that how Chandrayaan-3 motive us and how it affect the Indian citizens.
I'm not able to get it. No, that's okay. I think we will not answer. No, not ask too general question. Huh?
सर मुझे 2 क्वेश्चन पूछना है आपसे सर मुझे इसरो चीफ बनने के लिए क्या करना है आप जैसे इसरो चीफ है मेरे घर में भी आपका फोटो लगा है मैंने लगा लिया इसरो चीफ बनने के लिए मुझे क्या करना पड़ेगा
Sir,
I think you should move out.
sir, excuse me, sir, behind, sir.
एक मिनट
See, he is asking me, he wants to become an ISRO chairman. What to do for that? Is it not? Okay, only way is to become a space scientist first. Are you all ready to become a space scientist? Okay, first you should do that. Then you will, once you join ISRO, you will find a way to become. I will not tell you the secret. And if you tell you secret, and then everybody in my ISRO is waiting to become chairman. And
Students, please sit down. Otherwise,
Please
sir
sit down.
पीछे तक आ ही नहीं पाएंगे.
Sir,
नहीं और एक
sir,
question नहीं.
sir, could you turn back? Sir,
hello. Sir,
Sir.
could you turn back?
yeah, go ahead.
Sir, I wanted to ask a question about your speech. Sir, you said that there were going to be a lot of satellite launches in the future, but in the atmosphere there are a lot of space debris, right? So, is there going to be any schemes about the space debris in the space?
What is your name?
Ajmira.
Ashmira. Okay, you should understand first. In the space, there are active satellites as well as dead satellites and their debris. Today, we have almost 20,000 plus active satellites that are functioning satellites. But equally important is there are pieces which are debris or non-functional satellites all put together. There are maybe something like 40,000 pieces. But they are all reasonably big items. But there are smaller items, something like which are 10 centimeter and above. They are also very large in numbers. But if you really look at the debris, which are still smaller, they are in lakhs, like 5 lakhs plus pieces, small pieces, 1 centimeter and above. But if you look at still smaller, less than 1 centimeter, I don't know how many are there. It is it's possibly not even estimated. But if you look at the space is so huge. Even 5 lakh is nothing. It's not a serious issue. You will find a lot of gap between these spaces. But it is all statistical. If you go through the space, sometimes something will come and hit you. And if it hits you, you are done with it. Because even if something comes and hits you, its speed is very, very high. Typically 8 kilometers per second to something like 30 kilometers per second. It's very, very high speed. You know what is the speed of a bullet? It's about 2 kilometers to 3 kilometers per second, that's all. But whatever is moving around in Earth in orbit, they are all above 7 to 8 kilometers per second to something like 30 or 40 kilometers per second, which are maybe interstellar origin will be much still higher in speeds. So if they come and hit you, then it's going to be very dangerous. But issue with the space debris is, it's not easy to clean it. Like the morning you take your broom and clean your backyard, you can clean space like that. If you go there and want to catch it, you cannot catch something which is moving at tremendously high speeds. The only way you can catch it is by you have to move at the same speed along with it, then catch it. You cannot go like this and catch it, because if you go catch it, you will get collided and get done with it. So it's very difficult to catch. The only solution is don't create it. So you must have a plan not to create debris in space. So every satellite we launch, after its function is over, you must deorbit. That is one technique. Second is you should not allow it to explode. If you explode, you create thousands of debris out of it. So remove all energetic materials like propellants, gases, batteries, anything that contains energy you must remove so that it doesn't break apart. And third point is that you should allow not to make collisions. For that you need to observe from the ground and make sure if they come very close, you should move a little bit and then not to collide. But if two satellites which are coming close are both are dead satellites, what you can do? You cannot do anything. It will collide, and it will collide and create debris. And that is a very dangerous situation. When you have more and more non-functional satellites in orbit and they are uncontrolled, there is a danger of collision, and it can really become catastrophic. It can have chain reactions. Anyone knows the name of that chain reaction?
Domino effect, sir.
No, domino effect is different. You find out, you search and find out what is the name of the effect. If one collision creates debris, it creates secondary collisions and creates more debris, and finally entire space is full of debris, and with that no one can ever travel to space for next hundreds of years until all of them come down and get deorbited. It will ultimately everything will come down. Every object in space will come down and get deorbited. But it will take hundreds of years, sometimes thousands of years, sometimes few years. So our attempt is not to create debris. So young people, you should make everyone who is working in space to be aware of it. Okay? Thank you.
Vanakkam, sir.
Vanakkam.
Good afternoon, sir. Sir, this side.
Yeah.
Sir, I am Seshu Sudarshan Krishna from PM Shri KVC LRI, Chennai, sir. Sir, 1 year ago after Chandrayaan landing, sir, I had an opportunity to visit Bangalore and meet you in person as part of Yuvika students, sir. Sir, that time I asked a question about Aditya L1 and you said that there is a lot of uncertainty to at that point of time with solar exploration and its science behind it. So sir, my question with you is, sir, what are the results that Aditya L1 has yielded yet, and what is India's and world's plan with regard to solar exploration?
So there is a session about, I think there is a session about Aditya L1 and solar science today somewhere here. I think you should find out and attend that because it's going to be much more educational than which I speak. Professor Dibankar Banerjee is here. Is he here? I don't know. One of the best solar scientists you can meet. You should meet him and discuss about it. He is working as a director of Indian Institute of Space Science and Technology. And you can talk to him and find out about it. Okay? I won't waste time today to explain all of that.
Sir, here, sir.
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 नमस्कार सर, गुड आफ्टरनून। मैं सर हिंदी में कंफर्टेबल।
हिंदी में बोलिए।
सर, एक सपोज एक बच्चा है, उसको भविष्य में वो साइंटिस्ट बन सकता है, उसके अंदर प्रतिभा है, लेकिन अब तो इंटरनेट बहुत जगह तक गाइड कर सकता है, लेकिन उसको प्रॉपर गाइडेंस मिलने के लिए हम क्या कर सकते हैं सर? आप लोगों की तरफ से आप लोग क्या कर सकते हैं उसको प्रोवाइड गाइडेंस?
आप कहाँ से आते हैं
सर? मेरा नाम विशाल नाथ है। मैं बायहता सरियली रामानुजन एकेडमी सीनियर सेकेंडरी स्कूल।
यहाँ का गुवाहाटी में?
नहीं सर, बायहता सरियली में पढ़ रहा हूँ अभी।
किस
गाँव दौलासाल, डिस्ट्रिक्ट नलबारी।
अच्छा, आपका स्कूल में साइंस टीचर्स है ना?
यस सर।
आप उससे मेंटरशिप ले सकते हैं ना?
यस सर।
तो गाइड करते हैं आपको साइंस पढ़ाने के लिए और रिसर्च करने के लिए, आपका टीचर्स को सहारा ले सकते हैं।
ओके सर।
नहीं मिले तो हम मुझे लिख लीजिए, मेरा ईमेल तो दे सकता हूँ। हमारे यहाँ साइंटिस्ट है, उसको अग्रवाल जी है, हरिकृष्ण जी है, और विभाग के साइंटिस्ट भी है, उन सबको हमारे मेंटरशिप देने के लिए तैयार हूँ।
ओके सर।
अच्छा, उन सबको लिख लीजिए। जरूर मिलेंगे।
Sir,
thank you so
here,
much.
sir. Sir.
Namaskar, sir.
My name is Pandip Das from
Namaste, sir.
Ramanjan Academy Senior Secondary School. I have a question for you. Sir, when you decided to launch Chandrayaan 3, what kind of situation you face?
So he's asking what type of situations I face for Chandrayaan 3. You want to know what tension I went through, or what worries I went through, or what scientific issues I went through? Lot of things I went through. Not me alone, my entire team. See, after Chandrayaan 2 failure, making Chandrayaan 3 took 4 years, 4 years. And in 4 years, we need to find out what went wrong with Chandrayaan 2. First is to find out what went wrong with Chandrayaan 2. Because you cannot find out, because Chandrayaan 2 is, where is it now? On the moon. It's not available with you to find out. So you need to find out hypothesis, you need to find out some theories, what can go wrong, and you need to simulate and find out how to recreate it. So that went for 1 year, 1 full year. After that, you find out some theory and reason, then you build a model to find out and test it and prove that it actually went wrong, like that exactly. Then make a new design. Then improve it and test it over next 1 year period of time. So it took 3 years to find out and demonstrate the new design to make it, and 4th year you make it, final model you make and launch. So it took 4 years to do that. And after 4th year, then we decided whether to launch it or not. Then we found we still have a lot of uncertainty. Then we did a lot more tests for next 6 months. That's why when it reached up to August, it was actually ready for launch in January. So I told my team, we are not going to launch. We are going to take additional few months to find out what went wrong. And fortunately, we found some more reasons for failure, and they were the critical reason for failure. So we found out only in the last moment what went wrong. So it's very important for scientists to have patience. You should be very steady on the focus on the problem and work very, very hard to find out reasons. Okay?
Sir.
Sir.
Yes, sir, here, sir.
Sir.
Here, sir.
Sir, here.
Here only.
Sir. Sir. Sir? Sir, sir.
Sir, sir.
Sir.
Okay.
I have a question for you.
Please sit.
Sir.
अपने अपने जगह पे बैठ जाओ।
Okay, we'll take a question from here. Who is asking a question from here? Anyone?
नमस्ते सर, मेरा नाम प्रियांशी बरुआ है। मैं शंकरदेव विद्या निकेतन विष्णुपत से आई हूँ। मेरा क्वेश्चन ये है कि एस्ट्रॉइड का आविष्कार कैसे हुआ था? एस्ट्रॉइड का आविष्कार कैसे हुआ था?
आविष्कार कैसे हुआ?
एस्ट्रॉइड का आविष्कार, अच्छा। इसके लिए बहुत अच्छा आदमी है वहाँ, मैं उनसे उनसे पूछूंगा। डॉक्टर अनिल, can you just take a mic? एक स्पेस साइंटिस्ट है वहाँ, उसका नाम है जो है वो का अनिल भारद्वाज। यहाँ देखिए, वह है उनका आज सुना है? सुना है? अनिल भारद्वाज।
Yes, I can hear you now.
Anil ji.
Yes.
Oh, there is a question for you. What's the origin of asteroids?
Origin of asteroids. Asteroid जो है जब ये हमारा सौर मंडल बना था, सोलर सिस्टम बना था, उसी का ही पार्ट है. So as the sun evolved and the dust start accumulating, you have planets which get formed, but you also have small planets which we call as asteroids. So they are a part of the origin of the solar system, but some of these actually get formed also by collisions. As Dr. Somanath was talking about collisions creating debris, so asteroids also interact with one another and create more asteroids. But basic origin of asteroid is the formation of the solar system.
अनिल जी हमारे साथ इसरो में काम करता है, वह हमारा एक इंस्टीट्यूशन है फिजिकल रिसर्च लैबोरेटरी जो अहमदाबाद में है, वहाँ उसका डायरेक्टर है. उसको ये मून साइंटिस्ट है, हमारा इंडिया का एक बहुत बढ़िया मून साइंटिस्ट है अनिल भारद्वाज.
Thank you. Thank you.
अच्छा.
Sir, here. Sir.
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 Yes.
Sir. Here. Sir, I'm Khushi Bodosa from Udalguri, and my question was also about the Aditya L1 satellite. So I want to ask that when did it reach there and what informations are gathered till the date?
Aditya L1 is a satellite to study sun.
Yes.
You know it?
Yes, sir.
So it is at the Lagrangian point, always looking at sun. So it will look at coronal mass ejection. You know, sun is ejecting mass regularly, and that coronal mass ejection will create a certain amount of activity on the surface of the sun. And once it travels toward Earth, it has lot of impact on Earth. You call it space weather. So you can measure it by looking at the sun, look at the corona, and then look at when is the CME is happening, coronal mass ejection is happening, what's the nature of CME. You can measure the particle ejection and its travel towards Earth. You can measure using some of the particle sensors. You can measure using X-ray radiation which is coming in high energy and low energy. You can measure the magnetic activity around that space. So you do multiple measurements and find out how the activity on sun is affecting Earth. So that's the goal of Aditya L1.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
सर मेरा क्वेश्चन है सर एस्ट्रोनॉट्स ट्रेन कैसे होते हैं? एस्ट्रोनॉट्स ट्रेन कैसे होते हैं सर?
Astronauts train कैसे होते हैं? So when somebody is an astronaut, today the astronauts are all pilots. So we have selected only Air Force pilots for becoming an astronaut. So they are all fighter pilots, and when they fly fighter planes, they go through very tough situations. The planes move at very high speeds, and they move very, very fast. So we have something called it acceleration. So their brain is like that even if you move very, very fast, they will not lose the direction or sense of direction. Suppose you think about yourself, you rotate very fast, no? You like this, you rotate like this very, very fast. Few times you lose your sense, no? You become very wavy, you cannot look at here, you cannot control. But these people are trained in such a manner that even if you go through very high speeds, their sense of direction, sense of balance of the eye, level sensing, everything will be remaining very high. So they are very trained people. So such people are required to become astronauts, and they must be healthy, very physically very healthy. They must have good knowledge in science and technology. So such people will pick up and then train them over many, many activities. So it involves a lot of activities, zero gravity training, they have scientific training, they have navigation training, they have life related training, how to handle emergency situations in flight, breathlessness, heart, control of mind and body, and many such training they go through, especially with equipments and machinery and also scientific training. So there is a series of training over many years. Typically a good astronaut should require a few years of training. But if you are just going for some scientific experiments today, you can train in 6 months and travel. Okay?
Sir. Sir, what are the major setbacks that India is facing to become a world space power? Like, is it the lack of money or is it the lack of manpower?
Wonderful question. And here is, who asked that question?
Achint. I am Achint.
Ajanto. His question is, what is really lacking us? It is money or manpower or resources of any nature. My dear friends, I want to tell you, there is nothing lacking us. Okay? There is enough of talent in this country.
आप वीडियो कैप्चर कर सकते हो क्वेश्चन पूछने
And our country is not a poor country any longer. Our country is a wealthy country. Let us believe that it is a wealthy country. You know, we are the 5th largest economy of the world. Do you know that?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And we are one of the topmost in human capability. How many people we have? 165 crore people. It is the biggest strength we have. It is the biggest resource we have. We are the #1 country in the world with that much of power. And this country is where the young people like you, the population is the highest in the world in any country, the percentage of the population. So we don't lack in anything. So what we really, if you are not doing it enough, it is because we wanted only this much. And if we want aspire more, we can do more. So this country, we have so much of other requirements. See, not only space is the important topic. We need to provide food for everyone. We need to provide water for everyone. We need to provide sanitation, healthcare for everyone. We need to build a lot of roads and airports and ports. We need to create more agriculture. We need to create more, infrastructure and jobs for everyone. Is it not? So we are investing in many, many sectors, not space alone. We invest in steel, we will invest in agriculture, we are investing in infrastructure, electronics, healthcare. So our money goes into all of this. And based on the amount of money that we can invest in space, we are investing. The government is giving us, this time they have given us very huge money for us to plan for space station, human space flight to moon. So there is enough of support from government coming. And I want to tell you people that there is nothing lacking us. Okay? You believe that and work for it. And if you have an idea how to take it forward, it will be definitely government will be looking at it. Okay?
Sir. हमारे देखते आज देख रहे हैं कि जो भी स्पेस एजेंसीज उनके पास खुद के ISS हैं, तो हमारे इंडिया के पास खुद का इंटरनेशनल स्पेस स्टेशन कब आएगा?
हमारा स्पेस स्टेशन है भारतीय अंतरिक्ष स्टेशन जो आएगा, उसका पहला यूनिट हमने अब तय किया है 2028 में लॉन्च करेंगे. इसके बाद हमारा जो और 4 और यूनिट्स भी लॉन्च करना है, उसके जुड़ा के हमारा पूरा स्पेस स्टेशन जो बनाएंगे 2035 में. 2035 में हमारा पूरा स्पेस स्टेशन तैयार हो जाएगा. अच्छा, हाँ, I couldn't understand. Okay. Okay. Huh? Oh, how do we guide the satellite if there are debris? So what you do is, we have ground, there is something called radar. So we are looking at the satellites moving. When 2 satellites are found to be coming closer, and we know it very far away itself, we have some mathematics to tell you, after a few hours, they will come very close. And once you know that, there is something called thrusters on the satellite. We will fire it little bit. So it will move, small movement, you will have some 1,000 kilometers ahead itself, it will move little bit. So when they are coming closer, they will not hit each other.
Okay, now this is the last question. Anybody want to ask questions, please write to him. Please write your questions, submit to us, we will send to him and we will get your answers. Okay, please.
I'm sure all of you agree that it's a once in a lifetime experience that all of you are getting. And I request all of you to please go back to your seats. Please, I'm requesting all the students to please go back to your seats. I really wish that all of us could be.
Somanath sir. Sir, he wants to say something, I guess.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you so much for such an energetic and entertaining interaction that you had with you all. Sorry that I can't take all the questions. Our time is very short. We had only 1 hour. But I can understand all your energy and enthusiasm. So I'll give you my email ID. I think you can write to me if you want, to Chairman ISRO, and I will be happy to answer. chairman@isro.gov.in. Those who have some genuine questions, please ask. I will be happy to answer. And thank you so much for this opportunity to interact with you. Possibly many of you are happy. Some people are not very happy because you can't ask the question. So maybe the organizers or IASF will be very happy to collect the questions and take it forward. All the very best. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for the inspiring all our students today and igniting their passion to pursue science and technology for the betterment of our nation. CSIR NIIST has pioneered a technology for creating vegan leather from agro residues. This concept of waste to wealth is a significant step towards sustainability and circular economy. May I now request Dr. C. Anandaramakrishnan, Director CSIR NIIST and Chief Coordinator and Nodal of IISF 2024 to present our distinguished guest, Sri S. Somanath, Secretary, Department of Space and Chairman ISRO, an indigenously curated cactus-based jacket as a token of our love and appreciation. As we conclude today's enriching session, I now invite Dr. Manasi Malgonkar, Member Governing Council, Vijnana Bharati, to deliver the vote of thanks.
Thank you, Dr. Suraj. Before delivering vote of thanks, I request Ananda Ramakrishnan sir once again to felicitate Dr. Somanath sir. Please. As we conclude this inspiring face-to-face interaction with new frontiers in science, it is my honor and privilege to propose vote of thanks from all the organizers. First and foremost, I extend my heartfelt gratitude to our esteemed speaker, Shri S. Somanath, who is chairman of ISRO, for gracing this particular event with his presence and delivering an extraordinary address and interacting with you all. Your visionary insights into India's achievements in space exploration, future of ISRO, gave ignited a space of inspiration in all of us. Thank you, Somanath sir. I would also like to express my sincere thanks to Dr. Ananda Ramakrishnan sir for making all the arrangements and being here for this particular session. Also, I thank Madam Madhuri and also Shiv Kumar ji for attending this particular session. I also would like to mention that this is the last session for face-to-face interaction with Frontiers in Science for this particular IISF 2024. So I take this opportunity to thank all the participants, participating schools who presented and who enthusiastically attended all the sessions, mainly Pragya Academy, Shankar Dev Vidyaniketan, Ramanuj Academy, Excel Academy, Sifajar College, Boko College, Batadev University, Maharshi Vidya Mandir, Modern English School, BUDS Academy, Assam Jatiya Vidyalaya, Sigma Academy and Vivekananda Kendriya Vidya Mandir. Along with that, Paschim Darang Academy as well. Thank you so much. I sincerely thank all the volunteers and coordinators from IIT Guwahati, NIST and Vijnana Bharati for making this particular event possible. Last but not the least, I would also like to thank all the technical staff who supported all our sessions. Thank you one and all. Thank you so much.
Thank you all for the participation and enthusiasm. We will now take a small break, but we request all the students to please remain seated. Our respected director will be back and he will be interacting with all of you maybe in another 5 minutes time. So we kindly request all the students who are be sitting here to please remain seated, and Dr. Ananda Ramakrishnan will come back and he will be interacting with you, all of you.